Yo, YouTube, March 16th, Clutch Barber Expo 2025. I'll be there with my dog, Nape Motivates, CJ the Barber, Sean Cuts Hair, and Dre Clipper Hands. You guys do not want to miss this event. It is sponsored by some of the biggest in the industry. It's going down. Save the date, March 16th, 2025. Let's go. Let's get it. Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Beam, and today y'all know we got another bang. I just want to say happy Thursday to everybody that's out there. Hopefully your morning is going good. I'm focused. I'm locked in. We got a lot of work to do. Without further ado, let's lock in and let's get it. So I want to go off by starting to comb my client hair, everything with the grain. I want to bring everything forward. I want to lay everything down and prep everything so it can be in its best mode. And as you guys can see, we just laying everything down, bringing everything forward. My next step is to go in with my official Tomb 45 clipper using a 1.5 guard completely open with the grain. And I just basically want to consistently cut through this hair. You don't have to press. You don't have to overly apply a lot of pressure. Just, rest the clippers there, let them glide, and they'll get the hair down to one desired length. And as you guys can see, super clean. A lot of you guys, man, if I was able to meet you guys down here in Florida at EWP, I just want to say big shout out to all of y'all. It was a really dope experience, and all of you guys, man, that just showed up and showed out to be in that crowd, man, it was just fire. I'm so happy that I was a part of an event to give you guys a high level of education to help push the culture forward. A lot of you guys, man, y'all in good hands, man. With us putting educational events together like that, I just know for a fact in the next 10-15 years, barbering is gonna be in good hands. You guys are gonna elevate the culture and take it even further than what we did. It was just, an amazing thing to see, bruh. So I just thought it was super fire. I thought it was super dope. So I'm just glad that I was able to, be a part of that with you guys. So I want to go in using my trimmer, creating a nice clean ball line towards the bottom of the tape area. And I just basically want to clear this area out. As you guys can see, you just want to open this area up. Just clean, bro. Just clean. Next step, completely open using my clipper, going up about 1/2 inch, just taking my time, bringing everything together. Now completely halfway right here. Now I'm gonna drop them completely closed. As you guys can see, we just moving the lever, just piece by piece, just so we could finally finish it up. Trying to stay on the edges and the corners of my blade to bring it all the way together. Everything is looking good, bro. Just taking my time. Now with a number 1 guard completely open, another 1/2 inch. Another 1/2 inch. And then with the grain, as you guys can see, I'm just, staying consistent. Not completely open with a 1/16 guard, which is a 0.5 guard. Now I'm gonna close them, just a little bit, and just notch down to this area is blended all the way in with the side panel. And completely closed here, and as you guys can see, the taper is pretty much done. I just, I still got lever play right here, and I still want to, do some cleanup work. But as you guys can see, the taper is pretty much done there. I just want to focus on certain dark spots in the taper to bring it all the way together and to complete it. Doing the same thing to the beard. I'm just reverse fading, starting open, closing it up some just to blend it. Now adding a guard, my 0.5 guard. And just bringing it all the way together. taking my time, bruh. Yeah, and this side pretty much done. So now I want to go to the back of the nape area, and I just want to create clean, nice, thin lines back here. So I'm going up maybe a 1/2 of an inch, nothing too high. As you guys can see, my client nape area isn't like super long or extended, so I'm gonna have to try to keep this fade, you know, not tight and compact, but just keep it in a nice, clean mid area to where I don't have to overdo it. So I'm going up about a whole inch right here, completely open. Just opening this area all the way up. Now completely open with that one guard and closing it, you know, slowly but surely. And everything with this client here just blends into itself really well. So, you know, it's not too much, you know, really to break down. And just repeating some of the same steps here, and as you guys can see, we getting everything to just blend in and mesh in really well. Just still taking my time. If you guys haven't ordered your pair of the Tune 45, you know, clipper and trimmer, remember, the link is in my description. You guys can always get y'all hands on them. The pre-order is still live, it's still available. Some pre-orders actually is going out now after the EWP show. A lot of the pre-orders is getting ready to go out now, so get ready for your pair. And if you not a barber that do YouTube that much, but you do Instagram and you like to post your work, just tag me, bro. Just like tag me in your work with the clippers, and I'm just literally reposting everything, bro. So everybody get their time, everybody get their light, everybody get their shine, you know. I just appreciate you guys for supporting us on this clipper. So again, if you guys do get y'all hands on the pair, even if y'all don't have a pair and somebody in y'all shop have a pair, do a quick taper with it, do a quick line work with it, and just, you know, tag me. And I'm just gonna keep getting it out there, helping you guys, reposting, putting it in front of as many eyes as I can, you know, just to help you guys out on the back end as well. So it's kind of like we both benefit. I benefit from the world seeing our tools in people's hand, and you guys benefit from being in front of hundreds of thousands of you know, eyes. So I think it's a good trade-off. I think we could all do some dope work together. So if y'all do get those videos going, remember, tag me and we'll get it out there. But as you guys can see, the back taper coming together really well. I'm just really playing on the edge of my taper. I'm not trying to do too much, but I'm also, you know, I'm just trying to keep everything as consistent as possible, just to bring it all the way together. And it's coming together beautifully. It's coming together beautifully. Yeah, that's nice. Now we get to my favorite side of the head, and as you guys know, man, I'm always on this side of the head to literally just, you know, connect with the world. And as you guys can see, a lot been going on with these plane crashes and things of that nature, bro. Keep your faith strong. Just keep talking to the man upstairs. Keep your family close. Keep your loved ones even closer. It's just a crazy time in this world, bro. And it's not too much that I want to really say outside of. Stay true to you, you know, and always treat people right, bro. Because when you start treating people wrong, you start looking at everybody else, you start pocket watching, you start to fall behind yourself. Stop paying attention to other men. Stop paying attention to how, you know, everybody else getting their money, how everybody else doing their own thing. The world is a wicked place. You gotta learn how to maneuver, you know, in this place. It's wicked. It's not supposed to be, you know, knight in shining armor and happily ever after. Like, it's not gonna be any of that. You gotta learn how to adjust to the times. We live in crazy times in this world, and I'm telling you, for a lot of my youngins that's out there, y'all just trying to get to it, y'all trying to elevate. Take your time with yourself. Don't, you know, don't overly work yourself, and don't be too hard on yourself. Like, this is a game. This game or whatever thing you in, majority careers, like, They're things you gotta continuously work at over the years. So you gotta be patient with yourself. The game gonna always reward you for the things that you put back into it. So just stay focused, always have good intentions, stay locked in, and keep your loved ones close. And keep your dreams to yourself. Remember, the opinion of the world shouldn't sway your vision. Only you see your vision. So my next step, I want to go in just using, some dry shampoo. And I just want to put it in areas, of the beard, the areas of the hairline. And what I'm doing with the dry shampoo doesn't clean the surface or whatever, but dry shampoo, it absorbs the oil in the hair, so it's gonna really dry out these areas. I had learned this from a barber named Sweet Cuts that I had seen on Instagram, bro, doing this thing, and I was like, you know what, I want to try that. I thought that was super dope. So always a good alternative. Me personally, y'all know me, I love hot lather, but I don't mind when I see a new technique, to try it out. Because when I'm at the studio right here, this ain't my station. So when I'm here, I don't have my hot lather machine. I think it's a good alternative. I don't think it's the best. I think still washing the hair, I think still using hot lather or, alcohol and down is way better. But it's just, I think it's a really, really, really good alternative still for those out there that want to do it. Just make sure that you don't use a dry shampoo with benzene in it, because that's a cancer causing product. So we got to be very aware of the products that we are using, that we are putting on our client. It is very important. And that brand I was using doesn't have benzene in it. So, always play it the safest route. Like I said, it's not the best technique, but it's definitely a cool technique for people out there that just want to do something new or switch it up behind the chair. My next step is to go in with my T45 trimming. As you guys can see, we spitting crack with them. The blade sharpening and modifying business is coming together towards the end of this week. So I'm gonna be modifying, sharpening, and setting blades for a lot of you guys out there that's actually interested into that thing. I done built up a lot of blade services. I done helped a lot of blade services and things of that nature, just build up. And I believe it fits my arsenal. I believe it fits in my backyard. Y'all always took my word at true value and supported the people that I done, shouted out that I want to try to use their products too, because their products are good. I think I'm ready to just get in this world and, do my own thing, get in this world and elevate the game, at a high level, and just continuously work on what I got going on. And when it come to these blades, especially this trimmer blade, I done work with this blade so much, bro. I know so many secrets around this blade to get this blade hitting, crunching and punching like Tyson in his prime. It's the best of the best. It's the numero uno. It's 101. This is the best tool set up on the market, and not just because I made it, but it's just because I understand and know the technology that went behind it, how the blade was molded. It's metal injection molded, so anytime you hear the blade hit the hairs, you hear hella crunching like somebody stepping on the bag of potato chips. But as you guys can see, I'm getting my dog right. I'm just trying to, keep everything P as possible, keep everything consistent. I'm taking my time, doing light touches. I don't want to press with this blade. So a lot of people ask me, do these blades hit out the box? These blades do hit out the box. They come out the box pretty sharp, but you gotta be careful with setting these blades. You don't want to set a blade too close to a liking that you don't like, and the next thing you know, you cutting somebody. So always test the trimmer out the box. I know me personally, I don't. It's just years of experience. I know exactly where I like my gap in at on my trimmer. So for newer guys out there, just take y'all time, be patient. But as you guys can see, these things is hitting. Just creating indentation, whipping myself around the corner. I'm Tokyo drifting, we sliding, bruh. Shout out to Dwight too, bro, killed this beat. I think this an old beat I had. I got this beat 3-4 years ago. He smoked this beat. And as you guys can see, re-whipping it. We just taking our time. Going behind that with a clutch card. And Sean Cuts hair, clutch card using the Beam Team Cordless Compressor XL in the color No Drip. And we popping off and just darkening the color up. Giving my dog some depth. He don't need color, but some of my clients, they just be wanting color for that extra pop. This was around Valentine's Day, so I know my dog was trying to look super crispy for Valentine's Day, so I had to get him right. And as you guys can see, everything is just coming together, hitting the curve of the lineup, staying inside my boundary, bringing it all the way together. It's fire. fire. Lean the client back, angle the razor at a 45-degree angle, bring everything to the top of the line. And as you guys can see, piece by piece, brick by brick, layer by layer, we working. That's what it's always been about. Like, I'm gonna be one of those guys, when I'm behind my chair, I'm putting up shots, bro. Like, I understand and know, bro, you won't cut hair how people want you to cut hair. Everybody won't like your work. As long as them people that's sitting in your chair paying for these services like your work, you more than fine, bro. You gon' elevate over time. That's why I say take your time with your, take time with yourself. It's still things in my game right now that I have to work on. Like, it's never ending. This game don't stop. There's not one barber in the world that's just overly complete. There's some barbers in the world that do lack in certain things. And it's certain things, even if you can't see it, it just really takes time for you to develop your eye in this barbering game. Cause you might see a barber like, oh no, he can't make no mistakes. But once you develop barber's eye, you can see little mistakes that you could just nitpick with. It don't mean that the mistakes is drastic, but your mistakes become minimum when you hit the highest pro level. So, just keep working, bro. Like I said, I still got things that I gotta work on. I'm not better than no barber in the world, bro. I'm keeping it P and just educating y'all on fundamentals, how to keep y'all clients happy, how to get them crispy as possible, how to execute looks and stay on top of your game and consistently put in reps. You know what I mean? I never preach to be the biggest or the best barber in the world. I'm just preaching to you guys to tell y'all, take time with y'allself and take y'all time and enjoy the craft, enjoy the reps, enjoy building yourself up to be the guy that you want to be in terms of the barber behind the chair. Just stay true to yourself, bro, and it's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. As you guys can see, icy. I'm just shaping the bottom of the beard. This is a beautiful haircut, bro. This is a beautiful haircut. Like, this is a beauty. This is a beauty. For those out there, this is a smoker. Sheesh. Look at, man, bro, the tools are so beautiful. Look at that black, how that green hitting off that black, like, and as you guys can see, this is a beautiful haircut, bro. Like, this was executed beautifully, and I'm just coasting over the top. Tune 45 Clippers pre-order link is in the description. Get yours today. I enjoyed this. This is execution at its highest level, bro. It is unfortunate that we get clients to come in the shop looking crazy by the hair, but as barbers, it's up to us to change that outcome. Without further ado, stay locked in, stay focused, stay humble, keep your loved ones close. I appreciated doing this video with y'all, and let's lock it. Hashtag TBT in that comment section, hashtag Glash, hashtag Glacier Gang. It's 2025, it's year of the big dogs. I appreciate y'all to the fullest, and may God bless.